I am Camilla, born Camilla Rosemary Shand on the 17th of July 1947, in London, though my story truly begins before my birth. I speak now as though I can recount the echoes of a time before my own memory, between the years 1936 to 1952, as my family's history and the world around us shaped my destiny. In 1936, my mother, Rosalind Maud Cubitt, and father, Bruce Shand, were leading lives steeped in the traditions of British aristocracy. The year was tumultuous, a time of upheaval and scandal. King Edward VIII abdicated the throne, choosing love over duty, setting a precedent that would ripple through the decades. Even as whispers of abdication swept through London drawing rooms, my parents forged a quiet, respectable life. My father, a decorated soldier, exuded a quiet dignity that would later inspire me. The 1940s were years of war and sacrifice. My father served in the Second World War, earning the Military Cross for bravery. Meanwhile, my mother, like so many women of her generation, maintained the home front with resolve. By the time the war ended in 1945, Britain was a nation transformed, weary yet hopeful for renewal. It was into this post-war world that I was born. My parents settled into a genteel country life, embodying the values of their class. My early years were steeped in the rhythms of rural England, horses, hounds, and the endless expanse of green fields. I was raised with a deep appreciation for tradition, yet I often felt the winds of change tugging at my spirit. As I grew, the world around me buzzed with new beginnings. In 1952, Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne after the sudden death of her father, King George VI. Her coronation marked a turning point for the monarchy, a moment of renewal after the sacrifices of war. Though I was just a child, I remember the joy and hope that swept through the nation. Yet, within our own home, the traditions of aristocratic life carried on. My parents emphasized the importance of manners, loyalty, and the responsibilities of our station. They prepared me, though unknowingly, for a life that would one day intersect with the crown. It's strange to think of those years now, knowing where my path would lead. Even as a child, I felt an affinity for stories of strong women, queens, and consorts who wielded influence behind the scenes. Perhaps, deep down, I knew I was destined for a life connected to the monarchy, a life that would require resilience, grace, and a steadfast heart. By the end of this era, I was only a small child, blissfully unaware of the complexities and expectations that lay ahead. Yet, I like to think that the values instilled in me during those formative years, the strength of my parents' love, the lessons of history, and the enduring spirit of the British people, prepared me for the roles I would come to play. For now, I leave this story here, knowing that the years to come would hold challenges, triumphs, and moments that would define my legacy in ways no one could foresee. My journey, intertwined with that of a king, was still just a whisper in the fabric of history, waiting to unfold.